Good day and good game, welcome to this fun Lepic build. In the past week we played around with it a little bit. You may have seen it in the Discord and now here it is. We start with some quick overview, just 2 minutes long maybe, and after that a lot of details and going into details, what to do and what not. The modules are basically critical hit rate, that is very important, but then also critical hit damage if we have the rates and we get the damage. And we want to shrink down the cost as much as possible. And we want veteran tactics if we are using the traction grenade, because veteran tactics removes the cooldown of one skill. It can even remove the cooldown of close call, which is absolutely insane. And then we want a lot of range because we want to pull a lot of enemies and we want to damage a lot of enemies. For the components you can use anything that has MP recovery, even MP recovery out of combat, which is really nice. For example, in the Sigma sector, when we are trapped in the red circle thingy, then you can recover your full MP while escaping the damaging zones. Best would be a Slayer component set, because Slayer gives us MP back for every towed enemy that we kill, and that is what our traction grenade does. We are towing enemies together. Slayer is basically for Lepic, that's made for Lepic. Weapon can be anything, just bring some weapons that can kill the big ones, just in case when you run out of MP, and use your ability to shooty shoot with your ultimate, then you need your weapon to kill some. As you may have noticed in the modules, we didn't have any HP module there, so we take the HP in the Arche, but you can also ignore that if you want to be a glass cannon and go up, way more up to the critical hit damage and some more damage all around, skill power. But what you should have is the skill power, the less cost, and the range, and the critical hit rate on the top. That's important. For the Inversion Reinforcement you can take anything, but I suggest taking as much MP as you can get, and also the HP there, just to be not that squishy. So that's basically it for the build. Have fun, and now let's get more in detail. Nice thing about this is you can stand here and you don't lose any damage because of the range. Now this is kind of problematic. You have to wait for your MP to recharge. You have to get out of combat for your insane MP recharge. And in this phase should be enough to recover your MP. Oh no! Oh no! Cool. Okay, first let's have a look at the modules, look at the fellows, the Inversion Reinforcement and the Arche Tuning, the Reactor and the components. Damn, so much stuff to look at. So the modules, of course, you go for Increased Efficiency to Endless Shooty Shoot. You just need MP, you need a lot of MP, and this module says that it recovers MP when the unique weapon lands a critical hit. You have the unique weapon active all the time, and which also explains the rest of the modules. It's critical. Everything is about critical. You have front lines for critical hit rate and damage, emergency measures for critical hit rate and damage, skill concentration, critical hit damage, skill insight, critical hit rate, and also it would be very good if you have a reactor with critical hit rate. Not the one that I'm using here. I would love to have a reactor with critical hit rate and less skill cost. That would be perfect. So every time you do a critical hit, you can recover MP. That is one way to recover MP. You also, of course, have a sensor, maybe not like I do with MP recovery in combat. The best sensor would be MP, flat MP and MP recovery in combat. I would love to have one of those. Still farming for it. And the memory MP recovery modifier. Yes, please, I love it. But what also helps is MP recovery out of combat. That is very good, for example, in Sigma Sector, when you are trapped in that red room circle thingy. Then it takes like, I don't know, 3 seconds, 5 seconds, where you run around anyway and are not in combat, and then this kicks in and you recover MP like crazy. Or when you move to the next section, this kicks in and your MP recovers like crazy. And also, you may already have noticed, use Slayer components. Slayer components and Lepic, that's also MP recovery, because when defeating an enemy inflicted with Toad recovers MP and specialized resource blah, you are towing the enemy to end all the time. Not 24/7, but all the time. Because that is, no, wait here. That is your skill. This is towing enemies together, it's even in the description as you see. You tow enemies together, you shoot at them, you kill them, you recover MP. I don't know, there's so much MP from everywhere. Also, let's add even more MP. So Inversion Reinforcement. Is it here? Maximum MP, cool. And here, every few seconds you get MP back, cool. And this is just for HP, because as you may have noticed, there's no HP module here. You are goddamn squishy. So that is why I picked this here, to get at least some HP. But also, yeah, we are jumping around a lot, but it's only for showing and making sense of things. But also in the Arche Tuning, I'm going down to the HP. Yeah, so that I have with the Slayer components at least 4,600, 4,700 HP. And the good source of HP is having HP on the power, because all the other components, this is shield, and that's the only HP component, the only other HP component, so you don't have that much HP. You don't have to use Slayer components. Yeah, you can use any other components. You can use crazy HP tanky components. The only important part is MP recovery modifier on the memory, MP recovery in combat on the sensor, maybe also flat MP would be perfect. And some MP recovery out of combat on the power would also be really, really nice. Because you will notice when you are using the Slayer components that killing big mobs is really nice with it. But as soon as you have one single target, the Slayer components are worthless. When you are going against the last boss, the Slayer components don't help you at all. You cannot tow the boss. Plus, your skills cost so much more, you may run out of MP. So here's another example for components. You can have double HP and MP recovery out of combat on your power component. You can have MP and MP recovery in combat on your sensor. That's so much MP. And you can have MP recovery modifier on your memory and whatever your processor shall be. All of these components also come with HP in the implicits, and you end up roundabout at 7,800, 8,000 life. That should be enough then, yeah. Another good thing for sensors could be, yeah, something like this, where you go MP recovery in combat and consumable drop rate. This is really nice when you are fighting large mobs. They are dropping HP and MP recovery like crazy. But then again, when you go to the boss where no mobs spawn, you still can run out of MP. When you happen to run out of MP all the time, then maybe it's time for some Hunter components, because Hunter components, a full set, boosts your MP recovery even more. And also, when you are below 50% MP, then you can recover 30% again when some enemy hits you. And this has a cooldown of 5 seconds, so you should be full all the time with your criticals, with the Inversion Reinforcement. The Arche Tuning also helps. As you see in the middle here, we are going for MP recovery modifier. There are so many sources of MP. So with all of that being said, you get the basic idea of where to get a lot of MP. Let's get back to the modules, because there's one more important thing, and this is veteran tactics. As you can see, we not only ignore the HP module, we also ignore the cooldown modules. There's no cooldown module here, so how do I throw my traction grenade every few seconds when this thing has a 49-second cooldown? Veteran tactics gives you a 19.4% chance to reduce the cooldown after killing an enemy. And I mean, you are throwing a lot of enemies together, you are killing them. This thing should trigger all the time, except you are damn unlucky. Or you are in a team with people that kill harder than you, then your chance of veteran tactics triggering is also very low. You kill some, you throw your grenade, your traction grenade, you kill them all. The traction grenade is immediately there again. Easy thing. Pull them together, traction grenade is there again. Pull. Oh, miss, shoot. Also, for the traction grenade and for our shooty shoot, I like to increase the range by a lot, because everything that you hit within the range gets the damage. And also, you should use maximize conservation. That is important, that you reduce your skill cost as much as possible. Which is why you use this module and have less skill cost on the reactor. Please. You don't want to run out of MP. We've looked at so many sources for MP already with inversion reinforcement, with the right components and stuff. But reducing the skill cost is really, really good when you are facing a boss or a single enemy. Okay, what else to say for weapons? Use whatever weapon you like. Take one weapon with you, maybe, I don't know, Secret Garden, Last Dagger, whatever it is. Whatever the weapon does, you will not be able to make really use of their abilities, because as long as your ultimate is active, you are holding a different weapon, so you don't get any benefit from the weapons that you are bringing. You are just bringing weapons that can kill bosses really fast. When you are running out of MP, or you don't want to kill the boss with your skill, which is mostly for mobbing, then you pull out something like, yeah, you could go for Enduring Legacy, you could go for Albion Gun, or something else. Greg's Reversed Fate. Long time no see. Let's go. Oh, Wave of Light, always a good choice, right? You can use any weapon that you like. Would be nice if this weapon has fire rate up, because that is the one stat that your ultimate will use, that your force skill, I always say ultimate, but it's a force skill. The force skill will use fire rate. Yeah, let's do it without fire rate one time. And that's without the fire rate. Let's go with fire rate. And I hope that you can hear and see and feel the difference. Yeah, that's faster. That's so much faster. And that is enough. You don't need any other modules than fire rate. When you are going for, what was the name? Sharp precision shot, then please don't. Just don't. Why would you do that? I mean, you can if you absolutely want to. Let's go somewhere else. Oh, there it was. Sharp precision shot. Boop. Let's use the right one. Oh, that looked like I just deleted my Freyna bossing build. Maybe, I don't know. Fire rate, sharp precision shot. Why would you use that? It reduces your fire rate. Okay, but it brings your fire rate back when you shoot often enough. Oh, that's also good. And it's very famous for doing so, but why would you use that in a mobbing build? to me, it doesn't make sense to use this in this mobbing build here, because you are starting slow, then you are going faster and faster and faster and faster and faster, but hey, hell, you don't want to go that fast. Your MP is saying bye-bye when you are shooting that fast. Yes, this module is very good for shooting very, very fast. But I mean, look at this, even with out of combat recovery, I cannot sustain what I'm shooting. And yeah, this is out of combat. I'm going down. That shouldn't be the case. What the hell? So without sharp precision, it's much more comfortable. And I mean, what are you shooting at? You are shooting at little mobs and maybe the boss. And it's good that you are shooting not that fast, because when the boss is moving around, you are shooting one time at him and then you are rearranging, and one time, and there's the boss, one time, and now he's here and he's jumping to there, and oh, he's in front of you for 1, 2, 3, oh no, he's gone again. Yeah. You won't be able to charge sharp precision shot in a battle. I mean, try it, give it a try. Maybe your aim is better than mine, but I wouldn't suggest sharp precision shot. Sorry. Yeah, this may be basically it. There's one thing about the fellows that I like to mention, because this little doggo here gives you HP recovery every 30 seconds of 25%. That's nice, because we don't have any HP module. We are a little bit squishy, but this doggo can heal us with his love. Nice. And also in the Arche Tuning, you see I'm going down to the HP to have at least something. Yeah. The main parts in the Arche Tuning are like, well, that is nice to have, the MP recovery modifier, but we are going over skill power, over the skill cost, very important. And then we are going forward to a little bit of range, which is nice, and to the big skill power here. But then we also go up across the skill power, some MP nodes, but important is skill critical hit rate here. You want a lot of skill critical hit rate to recover your MP. You may remember this from a few minutes ago. Also, you could run around as a glass cannon, ignore what I'm saying about HP, and instead go with critical hit damage here. You can go this way. You could go for skill duration up. Yeah, you could also use this here, which doesn't help you except for the traction grenade to suck longer. Sounds nice, but I don't know. Yeah, you could go for the remaining skill power that's hidden everywhere around the path. What do we have here? Oh, that's Colossus. MP recovery out of combat. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, maybe all of them. Also an idea. But yeah, I don't like that. I rather go for HP and... Oh, what? Remove this. Now? Okay, here we go. I rather go for the HP. Okay then, so much for the build. Let's see it in action. Let's suffer a bit.
Descendant, confirm arrival at the operation zone.
Okay, here's how the build should work. You start your force ability, you kill some, you throw your grenade, your traction grenade, you kill them all. The traction grenade is immediately there again when you are alone. Easy thing. Pull them together. Traction grenade is there again. Pull. Oh, miss. Shoot. Have better aiming than I do, please. And that's it. So this is really nice for mobbing. But also, as you may have noticed, this is normal mode Sigma sector. Okay, this may have been a moment where I was unlucky and the veteran tactics didn't trigger, so I didn't hit my traction grenade ready. Even though I killed like 5 mobs or so. Here again, I killed a few mobs and my traction grenade is not ready. I'm still killing. Oh, there it is again. Yeah, so much for veteran tactics. It's a chance. But the good thing is that your MP is always up. Let me just drain a little bit of this. Yeah, okay, problem. I'm not in combat right now, so my MP recovery is crazy. Ah, shit. I cannot drain my MP. Please. Yeah, this is your MP recovery when you are between combats. It should be full for the next area.
Signs of life inside a nearby Arche receptor.
And also, here you can see it. I just try to shoot at the receptor, but everything around it dies. It gets the same damage. That's really, really nice. Yeah, you need those criticals. My current critical hit rate is 50%, 51% almost. With a good reactor, this would go to 55 or 50, almost 56%. That's just 5% more, but it's also your MP recovery. You want that. You want that 5% more. Okay, but what if you run out of MP? It may happen at some point. And your force skill turns off. That is what happens when you run out of MP. And then your force skill, with everything that we did, has a cooldown of 2 minutes. You can do the whole mission in 2 minutes. When you want your ability back, then don't worry, just kill them. Pull them together, kill some. Okay, that was lucky. That was damn lucky. Yeah, veteran tactics can give you the ability back. Right? You just have to kill something, and here it is again.
See you soon.
Yeah, remember that Lepic has this crazy passive close call. When you would die, then you are invincible for 5 seconds. You cannot be killed for 5 seconds, and after the 5 seconds you get health back. That's so good. So, not really to worry that we have only 4600, 4700 HP here. We have close call. And if you would die... Let's try to die. Oh wait. Activate. Okay, now we have it. Now close call. Close call. Was on cooldown, is no longer on cooldown because veteran tactics gave it back to us. Ain't that crazy? This will be fixed. I bet. I tell you, this will be fixed. You cannot die? What? Because veteran tactics is giving you close call back? That doesn't sound right. That's overpowered. That's so overpowered. I'm sorry. That shouldn't be. Oh yeah, this is the best. When you have to collect all the things. Yeah. Whoop. Ka-ching! One more time. Oh, you didn't drop anything? What the hell? Ching! Yeah, just... no need to run around. Just bring the enemies to you. Yeah, this is such a fun build. It's nothing to kill bosses with, or this build also does have crazy ass amount of damage. Even though you see millions of damage running around here, that's pretty basic nowadays, right? Dealing millions of damage to each enemy. Let me know in the comments if you had fun with it, if you enjoyed it, and what you would have done different. Until then, see you in the stream or in the next video. Bye! When you happen to run out of MP all the time, then you may want to use Hunter components. Ah, cool. Yeah, just stand at one of those corners then. This is a walk in the park. Pork. Pork? Pork?